Welcome everybody to Sci-Fi Sunday. We have another great episode of Farscape, PK Tech Girl. If you want to watch along, the pinned comment will take you to the screening room. Let's get this started. And hello, Professor Brainy Specs. That was a interesting episode of Question or Trek you guys had. And welcome, TWTG content. Glad you can make it. And if anyone wants up on the panel, here's the link. Someone scrapped the Zelpinian. Never stopped you before? Nothing but did best for the Dominar. Help if I was unmuted. It's no problem, Bernie. I'm glad to do it. If I could get people to just start watching some of this old stuff like the Farscape that apparently no one's watched, it'd be worth it. Yes, it is. It's better than some Star Trek. Yeah. Well, I don't really think there has been any Star Trek made after 2005. Spit roasted. And hello, Krish. How you
Hey,
doing?
oh, not too bad. And yourself?
Doing pretty good.
Yes. Oh,
Interesting to see what actual Aussie thinks about a Aussie television show.
yeah. I usually hate all Australian television shows because I just can't stand the accent. And they're usually not made that well either. But this one's different. This one's really good.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best things that come out of Australia in quite a while.
Oh yeah. It's like I understand for some people, like it's a bit hard to follow because it's a little bit out there.
Yeah, in places.
Yeah. Like I tried to do a watch party with this with LDG, and LDG was just like, "What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is this?"
Oh yeah, LDG I think is a little bit too ADHD for something like this.
Yeah, yeah. I can't remember the blonde girl's name, but she's actually like a well-known Australian actress that's been in like 100 Australian productions.
Yeah, I remember something about that. I was thinking why they didn't. bring her onto the show, but I guess she was a little bit above the show at the time.
Yeah, and no, I think that at the time, adding people to the entourage was not something that was really done.
So it was probably a good idea. And Chompy Toyland, welcome.
Yeah.
If you want to watch along the pinned comment, we'll take you to the screening room.
I'm pretty sure the puppets are Jim Henson.
Yeah,
Yeah. And they
that's
they they're just very well designed.
yeah. The Jim Henson connection is what got this show on Sci-Fi Channel over here originally.
Yeah. They got a
It was
lot
a
of good
big part
stuff.
of their advertising.
Yeah. But like, if you look at her face and look at his face, and like, there's a certain like level of seriousness and acting that she doesn't have, and I find that in a lot of
Yeah,
Australian productions.
I just saw that as her being young and mainly just eye candy.
But yeah, I mean, it works in the circumstance, but I find that it happens a lot with a lot of Australian productions. The acting is just
Uh,
like it's not natural.
I don't think I've seen much other Australian productions. As far as sci-fi goes, I'm not really sure if I've seen anything else for Australian.
Most of the Australian stuff is kids' movies and kids' shows, like little kids
Oh,
and stuff. And most of the stuff is for Australian stuff is things like Spellbinders and Girl from Tomorrow.
yeah, I don't know either of those.
Yeah, they're bad.
Only other thing Australian I have seen is quasi spinoff of Doctor Who called K9.
I don't think that was
They get
Australian. I think that was British.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine why someone would give the little robot dog his own show.
Yeah, the little robot dog had his own show. I'm pretty sure it was a BBC British thing.
Oh. I guess Brainy looked it up. It was BBC Australia.
Huh. British Australia. It was a combination.
Oh. I'm sure the British would give all the responsibility for that to Australia.
Yeah.
I guess it was filmed in Brisbane, according to Brainy.
Not a lot of stuff gets filmed in Brisbane. Most of it's in Melbourne. Melbourne's our lefty hellhole.
You only got one of those?
Well, it's the main one. I'm
Uh,
sure there's pockets everywhere.
it's a pretty good bluff. They'll be dead in two.
Huh. Not much.
Not on purpose. He wouldn't be smart enough to do it on purpose.
But this far in, how many people have they ships have they blown up and bad guys have they shot at?
This is only the 5th episode, so
Oh yes, that's not too far
I
in.
think, yeah.
So give it some
They
time
may
yet.
be,
You guys will be killers soon.
yeah. He hasn't blown up the command carrier yet.
I suppose that shows I'm getting old. Whenever I see these shows, I always think about like you know, the bridge crew are the ones who were like causing you problem, but you just like killed everybody on that ship. You blew it
Yeah,
up. You just killed like how many hundreds of people?
hundreds, thousands.
Yeah.
At one point, doesn't he blow up his planet?
I haven't seen it for a while, but yeah, I think something like that.
And the funny thing is, Amazon has this listed as the fifth episode, but looking it up, it says it's the seventh episode.
Hmm.
I wonder if Sci-Fi Channel broadcast it out of order.
I know in Australia we tend to broadcast almost everything out of order when it comes to series like this. Maybe not so much anymore, but it used to be like the Australian company would buy like a number of times they're allowed to play each episode, and they'd buy the very popular episode, only the very popular episodes, or they'd buy more of the very popular episodes, and they just put them on loop and occasionally play the other one.
Yeah, yeah. Find the corpse and defile it.
These guys remind me of the aliens from the Voyager episode Tinker Tailor Doctor Spy, where they hack into him.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I was
Those
trying to
fat
find the
little pink
name of them, but
guys.
it won't let me do it. It just keeps locking me out every time I try to click on the name of the aliens to find out what they are.
That Dan was the most interesting character. Too bad the actress had to leave the show because of health issues. Oh, is that why she had to leave the episode or the show?
Was it?
According to Brainy, I always thought it's because she wasn't having as big a role as the other three.
From what I heard, the woman who plays the role is actually a Wiccan, and like it was basically like the people weren't taking her seriously as a Wiccan high priestess in the Church of Wicca because she was playing because of the role she was playing. They were sort of saying like, "Well, you're just saying things you said on the show."
Yeah, yeah, that's sort of what I remember is that she wasn't happy with the other three characters being uh, considered ahead of her and getting all the good uh, storylines. Because as far as I remember, Dan got that side story with what's
That was
his
a pretty
name
good
with
side
the
story.
yeah. I guess that wasn't enough for her.
Yeah.
And Stark ended up being a pretty good character. Yeah. His departure from the series was not planned, and neither the cast nor the crew actually wanted it to happen. Yeah, I can imagine that. Kidney damage. Ouch. The hell were they putting in that makeup?
What about the dude who was like totally covered in latex?
I don't know. Whatever they put in that blue stuff was killing her, I guess.
Which is a little bit weird for being in the 90s. I mean, I understand that in like the days of blackface, that they were putting on their face was toxic shit. But
I don't know. Some of that stuff they put in body paint now is you gotta get the real expensive organic
can't
stuff. Or
you can't buy it
I've
from
seen some.
AliExpress.
Yeah, I've seen some of these cosplayers do stuff. They end up with these horrible rashes from the
Yeah,
stuff they use. Can imagine if they cheaped out on that stuff back in 2000. Hell, lucky
yeah.
didn't give her cancer.
I was wondering that with Babylon 5, that like the health issues that the people who were in the heavy makeup had health issues for years later, and most of them died pretty like they died off fairly quickly.
Yeah. Well, I know with the guy who played Jakar, and he's on Star Trek too. He was smoking like a chimney for a long time there. And he wasn't too young to begin with,
Yeah,
but he was famous from what I remember them saying. He was a heavy smoker, even on set.
yeah. I love how she gets pissed off like that, but still pretends like there's nothing between them.
Uh, why? You're not sleeping with her?
Yeah. At least he didn't say, "Oh, you got a crush on me," and really stick it to
Oh, he has some self-preservation.
her. Yeah, he'd get so killed.
I'll get to violating.
Yeah. This part's weirdly acted, where he lifts up those things they can't touch.
Yeah.
Shoot him! Shoot him! I bet you he can't do that until he's had a long rest.
Yep.
But it looks like he rolled a 1 for attack, so it's all good.
Because they look at you and forget you're basically as intelligent as a child. I think they really overdid his idiocy in these early episodes.
Yeah. Okay, so the two panels have now touched and they're all dead.
Yeah. Yes, four-letter word, but thankfully they were different four letters. Oh no, they had it as gas hole on Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah.
For 2000, it was probably a clever pun.
Oh yeah. It's like they all they instead of they said like frack and they had like a whole list of nonsensical words that sounded similar.
Yeah.
So they could swear.
Oh, he said shit earlier? I missed that one. I don't know, Brainy. I missed whatever that was completely. I don't remember
It's
him
got by
saying
the
it.
senses as well. Maybe you did miss him, maybe not. I mean, they do slip stuff past the senses every now and again.
Yeah. I don't imagine the DVDs and the Amazon version would be censored.
It depends how much of the original was originally censored and if they switched words out or if they yeah, it was in the script.
Besides, if she stays, Aaron will shoot her.
I was just
She's the
thinking
jealous
that
type.
I think Aaron just shoots her anyway. Waits until we do goodbyes and comes back and shoots her anyway.
If you're lucky.
Crane's getting busy.
His first Kirk moment. Don't see what there's to talk about.
Not
She
much.
didn't stay. Aaron didn't shoot her.
Yeah. That's pretty dark to think of that.
Why would that even occur to him?
Yeah. Why? I Is he a sociopath? Is he a psycho? Why does he think of his entire family dead?
Especially at this time in the series where if he gets home, he's free and clear.
Yeah. If he goes home, if he can just go home and he's only been away for a short period of time. It's not like it's towards the end of the series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's still a good episode, all in
Oh
all.
yeah, like with this series, it's got a lot of good episodes in it, and occasionally it does go off the rails. Sometimes it goes off the
Yeah,
rails a little bit, and sometimes it goes off the rails a lot. Either way, it's still fun.
yeah, yeah. When they get to that neural clone part, that's way, way, way off the rails.
Yeah, it does.
But,
Yeah, but then even when it does go off the rails, it's still like it's like a roller coaster that's gone off the rails, but it's okay because you're still strapped in.
yeah, it makes no sense, but it's entertaining type of crazy.
Yeah, it's a wild ride. So you just sit back and enjoy.
Yeah, yeah. Chris, thanks for coming up.
No worries.
Glad you can make it. I know it's pretty late over there.
Early in the morning, but yeah.
Uh, and Brainy, thanks for being in the chat. Anyone I missed, thanks for showing up. And next week we'll have another great episode. Take
Awesome.
care, everybody. Chris, do you have anything you'd like to say before we go?
Thanks for having me up on the panel here. I love watching this, and assuming my schedule fits, I will be definitely back to next week to see the next episode.
Yeah, yeah. This will be the firm time again. Uh, I guess Sci-Fi Nation quit doing his Babylon 5 stream, so I moved it back up to 5 p.m.
No worries.
So thanks for stopping by, everyone. Take care.